Go to sleep, bitch. Wow, you still alive? How many times I gotta say close your eyes? Well, go to sleep, bitch. Die, motherfucker, die. Bye, motherfucker, bye. Go to sleep, bitch. Wow, you still alive? Why? Die, motherfucker. Go to sleep, bitch.
Sounds like they're gone.
Yeah, I think they're gone.
Alright, so I just want to start off by saying that guy was an idiot. Not only did he knock over the bottle once, but then he went and made another sound again, and then he checked the window with his gun down. Make your buddy do it. What the hell? Alright, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm behind the whole, bandwagon train that's left already and all that in Resistance 3. I wanted to get a video out first day, so I got all this recording in. At first I was like, I'm gonna do a Let's Play. Oh, that would be so much fun. No, it didn't work out. You wanna know why? A few things. Number one, I'm in college. No time. Number two, laptop. Not that much hard drive space. Not that much patience either. That's number three, not that much patience. Number four is that I have 15 minutes per video that I can upload at. For some fucking reason, YouTube is still retarded and won't give me, the limitless. So that would be a lot of videos. And you all don't want to watch all that anyway. It's boring. So I stopped recording, a few hours in. So I'm just going to show you some clips playing in the background, whatnot, some exciting stuff, some very not so exciting stuff. All that jazz, just so you can get a feel of what's going on. I'm also going to kind of make this video like my review a little bit, because I don't really have an official layout for review games yet, because I haven't really done any of them. Just because if I did a Monster Hunter review, it'd be a little biased, because I love the game. I'm pretty hard on it too, though. But anyway, not talking about Monster Hunter, we're talking about Resistance 3. I'm going to get right into it. Number one, game is pretty. As you saw in the beginning intro thing, that looked good, that was very enticing. It really makes you want to play the game for what's going on, especially because I started off with Resistance 1. That was my first game I bought with my PS3. Way back with some paddle was awesome. Loved Resistance 2, the story. And it's nice to, get a little bit of closure here, or at least keep going on with the story. So, it's a good looking game. It is. It ain't no Killzone. It's definitely not any Uncharted. But it does look a lot better than last one. You can see the obvious improvements. As far as gameplay goes, I love the gameplay. Like most shooters, it's like Call of Duty, run and gun, do your thing. You recover health, whatnot. I really like in Resistance 3 that there is no health regeneration. It really makes you really gotta work for it. I'm playing on normal difficulty my first playthrough. I will be going back through Superhuman. I'm guessing that's gonna be a bitch, but for Platinum it'll be worth it. I'm already at 60-some% for trophies. Doing a little work on that. Another reason, why I haven't got the video out yet is because I just wanted to play. Why make a video when I can play the game? Oh, there we go. That's a good idea. I want to do that. So that's why. But yeah, no, the health regeneration really makes you use cover without a cover system, which a lot of people don't like that because there's like no cover system. They shouldn't make you use cover. Blah, blah. I actually like not being constricted like that, confined with a cover system, because sometimes I get a little glitchy. Like Uncharted has it down. Killzone actually has a pretty good cover system going for it as far as first-person shooter goes. But sometimes it just doesn't work that well, doesn't flow, and on your own, you can use your own cover. I like it, so that's a good thing. Another thing I like with this is the weapon upgrades. It basically rewards you if you're using guns you like. Like, what's better than that? If you use a weapon a lot, you're gonna, get rewarded for it. So that's great. So like, the way it works is there's 2 upgrades. Starts off 1-star, and you get 2-star and 3-star, and you can always check the upgrades by holding on triangle, going to your weapon wheel. And I use the bullseye a lot. Like, I love the bullseye in this game. Carbine used to be my main weapon, but I definitely switched over to the bullseye in Resistance 3. Something about the multi-tags and whatnot is just sweet. And so I use that a lot. I maxed that shit out like, I don't know, chapter 7 or 8, something like that. Like, it was really early when I had a maxed out bullseye, which helps, and that's good. That's one thing I do recommend when playing through this is, work on one weapon, get up there so you have like a powerful, useful weapon you can use that's like both close and long range. So, like auger, or you don't get the carbine for a long time, but auger or the marksman even. I think you get that pretty early. So that's a good thing. But the downside to this is the weapons you don't use. Like for me, for some reason, I didn't use the Rossmore or the shotgun much. I don't know why. Like at the end of the game, I was still only at level 2, and I was like, barely got there. But so thankfully, it all carries over to the next playthrough. Yeah. So you gotta work on those, especially if you're going for trophies. Which some people don't even worry about it. No big deal. It's whatever. But it all works out in the end, is what I'm trying to say. So let's see. We got the weapons. Grenades. Grenades are pretty cool in this game. They didn't bring back the air fuels unless you got the pre-order bonus, which I did, but for some reason Amazon was a bitch, and I didn't get it till just last night, 2 days ago, or 3 days after I started playing this, whatever. And that kind of sucked. But those air fuels pretty sweet. You can't hold them down if the gas spread out, but most of you don't have to worry about it anyway. The shrapnel grenades are standard grenades. They work really well. Hedgehogs are weird. They changed them up in this game. They actually turn into mines until someone gets close. And to me, it just seems like they do less damage. So, I don't know, take it to what it is. Molotov cocktails, those are pretty sweet. It's just standard, cocktail grenade, blows up. The really cool thing, though, the new one, as you saw earlier, was the EMP grenade. And I actually made creative use out of that. You can actually throw it at enemies, and it doesn't really do damage per se, but it'll overheat, short out their packs in the back, their heat packs, and that'll cause them to blow up, which is pretty sweet. They also have drones that fly around later, and there's a trophy for that. You can kill them. Takes down shields, auger shields with that, so it's really a multi-uses grenade. I loved using those. I use them a lot in the campaign. So you can see here, I'm lost as fuck. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm getting shot at, and I forgot that I don't have health regen here, because this is one of the first few levels, and I was like, oh shit, that's right, there's health back here. Don't be afraid to leave a battle and come back. I think I do it fucking twice, especially in this area, because I couldn't see him, and I was still getting used to the game and whatnot. I missed a lot of tags, but yeah, with this whole no health regen thing, you can't be afraid to go out and look for it, so that's just one of the things. Alright, we're going to go back to the story. The story's really good. I'm going to try not to give out any spoilers. If I do, I'm sorry, I ain't re-editing this. But it's a nice little journey across America, basically. And I'm not going to get into why, but it's pretty cool. You got, I like the different terrain differences, because they have a hell freezing over type feel towards the end there. And this is all kind of warm, Oklahoma. It's nice, it's country, but ding, 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 ding. Whatnot, but all that, of course the whole time you're killing Chimera, so it's all good and fun. But the story's nice, great build up, stays pretty true to Resistance, 1 against, millions or whatever it is. It's nice. You do enter Chimera ship at one point, so that's really cool. You see all that work in there, the contrast between, the 1950s or whatever this is in, to how futuristic the Chimera are. So that's really neat. The ending, though, like, I know they wanted to leave it open to, you know, let other third-party developers, like, make a continuation of this game because they were done with it. But they should have made a more of a concrete ending, because the ending they put in this game was just kind of, it was a ball buster. It was blue balls. Like, it built up really nicely, and it just kind of lets you believe. It was one of the things where it was like let you believe what you want to. It was no cliffhanger really, but just kind of, you know, meh. So yeah, I mean, take that, you know, take it what you will. I definitely recommend, you know, at least renting it to play the story if you played the first two, because it's definitely a good story, and you're gonna have a ball, especially since in the weapons. So I just one weapon here. This is the atomizer. For those who played the beta at the end there, you know what that's all about. It works a lot better in the campaign. It's definitely an overpowered weapon, especially for multiplayer. But I actually have not hopped on multiplayer yet. I've been waiting for my global resistance stuff to come up. And then I'm going to work on there. Plus, I've just been going through trophies, having a shit ton of fun with that. But yeah, like the atomizer is pretty sweet. You know, there's some other crazy weapons. There's a cryo gun, which freezes enemies. And then they replaced the Lark with the Wildfire. That's pretty sweet too. It has like a mortar strike secondary and whatnot. I mean, it's classic Resistance. The weapons are, you know, crazy, over the top. And at one point, you actually get a sledgehammer, which is pretty beast. You're just beating the shit out of Chimera over the head with it. It's a lot of fun. But you know, don't hesitate. You know, if you're on the bridge of like renting it or picking it up, I would pick it up. The multiplayer is going to be fun. You know, it's Resistance. It's not crazy anymore. That's one thing they did promise that they wouldn't do again, is the whole 60-person battles. Thank God those are done. But yeah. So I recommend picking it up. I think I am actually done, so I'm gonna put the sound back on for the last 3 or 4 minutes or so. So let you get a feel for it. You know, it's definitely, like right now you can see it's still got that horror element to it, but it's still not that scary. So, you know, it's a good game if you're not afraid of horror games. It's not that bad, but there are a lot of dark spots too, so if you're playing with some glare or something, tone that down, because you won't be able to see shit. So, alright, that does it for me. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, rate, check out my other videos. Hopefully I will be having some, I guarantee you I will be having some Resistance 3 multiplayer footage coming up at least this weekend, because I got some free time. Hopefully, I think I have some free time. But yeah, so thanks for checking out my videos. Take it easy.
When my family died, I took Papa's rifle and came to the city looking for food. I met Charlie right after I bagged my first Ravager. He said I was a good shot, and he's right. He called me a remnant, just like him, and all the other survivors who fight against the Chimera. I think I like being a remnant.